Hello there and welcome to the guest segment right here. So I know it's Friday and we may not be talking what movies you should be seeing this weekend, but we're definitely getting into conversations around the African film industry. And joining me for that conversation around that is a key person in the field. She is popularly known as the First Lady of African Media, and she is the founder and executive director of AFRIF, that's Africa International Film Festival, a film festival that has grown to become the biggest in Africa. Good morning, Chioma Ude. It's great to have you on the show this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's begin this conversation by, taking a look at film production and maybe a little analysis of African screen media. So there's been a recognition that something has fundamentally changed over the years. What changes has taken place within the last couple of years, especially in the mode of production?
I'd like to say, in my opinion, there's been an influx of cash into the industry like never before. We've had a lot of grants. We've had a lot of interest from big companies. So when there's a lot of money behind anything and there are great people with talent, it would grow exponentially. But for me, the most important is the coming of the different platforms. So Netflix coming, they have a QC, they have a standard, they have what they want their films to look like. So with that structure in place, you have to have the film a certain way. So money, platform, which is distribution, also help the movies get a lot better, be more acceptable, trying to bridge the gap. We're not there yet, but yeah we're trying.
So with all of this put in place now, we're having like massive infrastructural changes, massive developments in the sector. But then, what's the split between these new forces and other forms of African popular cinema? Because if you ask most oldies in the industry, they will argue that these infrastructures sort of delimit what African film and media are, aesthetically, socially, even politically.
I would say, so now we're talking about the look and feel of what the film, okay. So, with the industry and the growth of the industry, one thing that is beautiful is that the different segments are coming up. So you'd have those shooting for platforms, those shooting for the cinema, those shooting for TV, those shooting for still VCD is still there. I mean, in the East. So it's okay. It's okay to be. Nigerians will probably say that water finds its level, and so not everybody has to be in a certain space. It doesn't mean also that you be in a space forever. So you'd go from one to the other, or just choose to be where you are. So I guess the diversity is great, and it's welcome. If you focused only on the structure of today, which is mostly cinema or platform films, then we wouldn't have that great industry that employs so many people. The reason it employs so many people is that there are different segments to it. Yeah.
So you don't think that new cinema is somehow leaving the popular classes behind? That's the poor and urban class behind.
So if it is, it's okay, because then it means that they're catering to another group that was left behind. So if you're saying that it's for the lower and the high end, right? That's okay, because it means that the lower and the high end were not catered to before. So you have a group that now caters to them, and I'll tell you for free, they're not catering to them. That's for sure.
All right. So I think we should get into conversations around Chioma Ude now. Right. So how has it been working as a woman, working as a serial entrepreneur and a businesswoman, thriving in the Africa landscape? How has the journey been for you so far?
I'm a very positive person. So even though I'm sure I've had a lot of uphills, I would generally say to you that I'm happy and that it's great, and I'm always. But we've had being a woman in Nigeria, going through your business, your daily business. It's kind of hard, because what a guy would not what he wouldn't go through, we go through. We're not taking, before now, we were not taking overtly seriously. But I'll say one thing about Nigeria, which I found really interesting. If you look in the film industry, there are great women leading the teams in different aspects. And so we were giving room to do that. I find that Nigerians, when they see women that are serious and want to do business, they're encouraged. I don't know. They're encouraged. I mean, I know I'm saying one thing and then there's another.
Yeah.
But yes, so you have that line of encouragement. And there are also those men that are there to derail you totally. If they feel like you want something sweet at the side, they'll be there to kill you. So yeah, I've had a good and bad.
A challenging journey, I must say. All right, so let's get into the exciting part for me, really. That's AFRIFF. AFRIFF has trained over 10,000 young adults. That's massive. In film and TV hosting, in master classes with facilitators from across the globe. How are you able to achieve all of this?
It's my passion. So my passion is for education. I'm very inquisitive. I'm one who wants to know everything. I come into a building and I'm asking, what is this? This is really good. So you know that, anything around me will be towards just growing and learning. Quite frankly, I don't know that I've trained 10,000.
No, 10,000 it is.
Really? Okay.
How do you do so much and you lose count? That's just...
I'm not paying attention. That's the truth. I'm not paying attention. I don't even know.
I think that's what passion does, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, you look forward to the good reviews and you keep it moving. I don't know faces. I don't know who has been trained, who hasn't been trained. I'm not in charge of that. I just know to keep it moving, keep it funded. Funding is a good part of it. And so I'm very much into making sure it happens, looking for the resources. I do that every year to make sure it happens at the end of the year. I'll tell you something very interesting. In wanting to train so many people, and other ideas, of course, I started a technology-based company. I partnered with Cisco Systems of America, and we have our own cloud. So when you hear you have AWS in Nigeria, the Amazon cloud, I have a cloud in Nigeria, my partner and I.
Nice.
And so on that cloud, we're able to train so many people remotely. And so for our first training in the creative industry remotely, we start next week to train 1,000 people. We've had so many, but this is across Africa. We've had so many people apply for it, and at the end of this week, week ended. So maybe today I'm going to check back with the office. I'm sure the people that made it into the program, including me, I'm in the program, would be notified today. And we'll be training 1,000 people now, even before the festival. We don't have to wait for the festival to train more people.
Right. Now, talking about the festival, the call for entries for this year's Africa International Film Festival has started since March, and it's expiring on the 1st of July. With its theme is Africans for Africa. Can you give us more insight on this?
Well, yes. So if the buzz outside of the continent is Africa, everybody's looking in, right? And when people look in, they have their own ideas, they have their own notions. And I'm saying, what's our own idea? What's our own notion? What's our own strategy? Let's know us. Let's know what we want to push out there, so that when they come, we're that bride that is well packaged. Yes. So Africa for Africans. Right.
So what should we expect beyond these entries? What should we expect from the African Film Festival going forward? I mean, the years already have gone.
Yes.
So what are the plans? What are you working on?
Well, every year we have something bigger than the last year we're working on. And very interesting, we haven't commercialized the festival. And so we're now in talks to commercialize the festival. And what do I mean by that? When you do come into the festival, pretty soon you would know that, okay, my film is going to be bought or seen to be sold. That happens in the festival, but not formally. Okay. So now we want to formalize it and take it from there.
We look forward to all of this.
Oh,
Chioma, thank you so much. You're doing so many things at the same time, and you're really succeeding at all of them. So thank you for making it here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And we've been talking with Chioma Ude. She is the founder and executive director of AFRIF, Africa International Film Festival, a film festival that has grown to become the biggest. Yes, I said it. It is the biggest in Africa. Thank you so much once again. Stay here. I'll be right back.